Joining us now live is our panel, Democratic strategist and former Obama campaign director Robin Byro. Alongside him, Republican strategist and chairman of the Fort Bend County Republican Party in the great state of Texas, Bobby Eberle. Gentlemen, we appreciate you both being here. Bobby, I have to start with you because there are a lot of Republicans tonight who think, there's been a lot of GOP celebrating, but let's temper it a little bit maybe. They think Thune is a rhino, and I wonder, meet the new boss, same as the old boss?
Well, that's the big question. And here in Texas, there was a big effort over the last couple of days, ever since, we kind of came down from our big election victories in Texas with different county parties putting out resolutions, statements. I put out a call for both Cornyn and Cruz to vote for Rick Scott. And, he didn't make it past the first round, but I think it sent a statement, not only Trump's resounding victory, the mandate that he has, but the support that Scott took into that conference vote today. So I hope Thune gets the message. I'm sure he's better than Cornyn, but by how much, I don't know. But we need to make sure that we take advantage of these 4 years, and whether it's the Senate Majority Leader or the people that Trump is putting into place, this is a mandate for 4 years of just going in there, working hard, and actually getting things done, pushing that agenda, as opposed to what we saw his first 2 years.
Easier said than done, as we know, Robin. And, I sympathize with you. Democrats been taking a beating. And I mentioned Nancy Pelosi earlier asked, how you feeling today? She said, terrible. Democrats not doing well. But then they look over there and they say, well, the Republicans not too happy. Maybe Thune won't deliver. And then I'm looking at the House, very slim. It's a majority, but very slim. And now Donald Trump wants to take Matt Gaetz out of the House and make him Attorney General. Elise Stefanik go over to the UN. They may have a hard time, the Republicans, Robin, to get to the 218 for a clear majority if people are out of the Congress and you're waiting 90 days for a special election. Are you excited at the idea that maybe the Republicans are going to have trouble getting this agenda through?
Ed, I kind of wince at that. Honestly, I sort of welcome the opportunity for Republicans to have a do-over right now and show us that they can deliver. Because I counted, Donald Trump made 167 campaign promises on the trail, and I'm ready for him to deliver on a lot of those. And I'm saying that as a Democrat. They've got the House, they've got the Senate, they've got the executive. Let's get these done. And if they don't, we will hold them to account. And the midterms could spell trouble for Republicans if they don't. But let me just make this clear, Ed. They've got a 4-seat majority right now in the House. And I've got Republican friends in the Congress right now in the House that say that they've got 10 friends that think they're going to get appointments. They don't have the numbers. So this should be an interesting numbers game, Ed.
Yeah, to the victor belongs the spoils. What do you think so far, Bobby, about these picks? I'm sort of excited that when I hear senators like Chuck Grassley, he hears that Matt Gaetz will be the Attorney General pick, and reporters are saying that he was dumbfounded and that he paused for 30 seconds in his Senate hallway and said, basically, I can't believe this. We want people, I think, after this mandate, who are going to shake things up. You can't just pick the same old guys over and over.
That's right. You have to be bold. And to Robin's point, I want to echo what he said, because I'm 100% in agreement that people are going to be looking at this. It was a change election for sure. It was a mandate, but that means you have to deliver. You have to perform. And I think the people he's bringing in these cabinet level positions is sending that statement. I don't agree with all of them, but I'm really excited about a few. And I mean, Tom Homan, with the border being such a major issue, bringing someone in that is no nonsense and is not going to mess around, that sends a statement. His national security team, that really sends a statement, but they have to deliver. I think there's excitement there. And yeah, Gaetz is shaking things up. There's already grumblings, Collins, Murkowski, about, his confirmation process, but we need to get on board. And then, as Robin said, let us evaluate. Let's see what they do and see where we stand in the midterms because of the successes or failures of this agenda.
So, Robin, on that point, do you believe that Donald Trump should have a chance here? And we're already hearing about moderate Republicans, like he mentioned, Susan Collins, saying they might not be for Gaetz. Are Democrats just going to try to block a lot of these or give Donald Trump his chance to shine here? And what do you say about DOGE, this big, Department of Government Efficiency? I mean, even as a Democrat, I know Democrats like a lot of spending and big government, but there's a lot of bloat in the federal government. And to be fair, Republicans bloated it too. They voted for a lot of this spending. If the swamp is real, both parties.
Oh, yeah.
Is it time for Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy to really take a meat axe to this budget?
The swamp, I think we might be in agreement here that the swamp is bipartisan. So I'm kind of interested to see what they say. Now, initially, my first critique of this was it's another government agency. And one thing I love about Republicans is that they are for limited government. And I'm not, I get a little questionable when they're talking about expanding it, but they're expanding it for the reason of reining in some of the spending. And look, I'm a combat vet. I did 10 years in the Army. I saw a lot of reckless spending. So I do think there's some areas that we can cut back on. But you're right, Ed. I think that my party probably will be trying to block this, but we won't be able to. We don't have the House. We don't have the Senate. We don't have the executive. What we're going to be able to do is just a lot of static noise. And I'm expecting for President-elect Trump, to do a lot of recess appointments here.
Yeah.
Because look, Obama did it. Obama did recess appointments in 2012. It would be disingenuous for me as a former Obama campaign staff to now say that I'm against recess appointments when we were for them before.
Well, there are other Democrats who might be disingenuous. I can get you a list of names, but I've known you a long time, and I don't see you that way. And by the way, Veterans Day this week, we thank you for your 10 years of combat duty to this great nation.
Thank you, sir.
So thank you, Robin, and thanks, Bobby, for a great discussion tonight. Gentlemen, thank you.
All right, friends, thanks again for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And before you go, please hit that subscribe button above. Once you do, tell your friends, share it, spread the word about the 13-minute news hour so we can keep growing. And for more great content, check out these videos right here, and I'll see you next time.